Hello, ladies and gentlemen, dude and dudettes. I'm Matt Burns.
And I'm Batman's.
What?
I'm Batman's.
You're Batman's.
Yes, Batman's.
You're in one of them moods today, aren't you?
What kind of mood would that be? Batman's?
No, it's alright, it's alright. I was waiting for something else, Dan, but you caught me off guard a little bit, but I was waiting for something else, that's all.
Oh, no. Can't make it that easy.
But just for the record, you are?
Batman's.
He's James Irvine.
Spoil sport.
Anyway, and this is The Burning Truth.
It certainly is.
Oh boy. Let's just say this is going to be a very interesting episode. Would you say?
Interesting episode.
Yeah.
Understatement of the century.
Yeah. Probably colourful. So you might want to get something out the way very, very quickly.
Yes. The following broadcast may contain language, opinions, and topics that may not be suitable for younger listeners or for those that are a bunch of pussies. However, I do believe that the Angry Beavers are much easier on the eyes and ears.
Yep!
You've been waiting to do that all day.
No, I haven't.
Yeah, you definitely have.
No, I haven't.
Have.
Not.
Have.
Not.
Have to.
Not.
Have to.
No. Good show, though.
God, it takes me back.
The weird thing about it is, weird how it just suddenly ended.
Yeah, like most fucking favourite cartoons, though, isn't it?
But it's even got a unique final episode, if I recall.
Oh, yeah.
Very meta. Very fourth wall breaking. That's all I'm just going to say. Anyway. Good cartoon. Definitely one that I would say definitely easy on the eyes and absolutely comical. You all good?
I would wholeheartedly agree.
Right. With that being said, we are, of course, advocates and in full support of Black Lives Matter.
And we are also in full support of hashtag speaking out.
Yes, we are.
Wow.
What?
Not even going to start with that.
No.
No, not going to start with it. If anything, we need to just crack on with usual schedule broadcasting.
That we are. We are, of course, friends and colleagues of the LGBTQ plus community.
Yes.
And I bet you're just now thinking, what the hell's going on?
What, you mean you didn't stutter?
No, or pause.
I bet you've been practicing that one all day as well. That's what it is, isn't it?
Not all day. All week.
I had a feeling you were going to say that.
No, I just want to make sure it's done right.
Right.
Anyway, before we get on to the, how we normally get on to the big wrestling news and everything, some of you who are probably British wrestling fans as well probably know that we actually are involved with the UKWA.
Well, yes.
And that at 5 o'clock today, that there was a post that went out with a date on it. Which basically said 17th of the 12th, 2021.
Now, why would it say that, Batman's?
I could reveal all right now, but
I'd rather you didn't.
no, but you heard the expression, you don't want to blow your load too quickly.
Well, I wasn't going to say anything, but yes.
Damn you.
Not falling for it.
Damn it!
No. I'm not falling for it.
I thought that was going to be an easy one for you. But anyway, the idea being is there will be announcements on that date. Interesting announcement. So, if you want to know what it is, sadly, you gotta wait until then. Now, shall we get back to business?
Yeah.
Where shall we go to first?
I'm going to end the show on what I wanted to talk about, shall I say?
Yes.
I am not opening with that segment. So,
No.
let's go with our favourite segment of the day.
Wait. So basically, you want your subject to be sort of like a bit of a Jerry Springer final thoughts?
Well, maybe not that mild, but yeah.
Well, I thought I'd just try and make it sound mild. But it'll be probably a bit more brutal.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway. Please continue.
So, shall we start with our usual?
Go on.
Raw.
Huh? What?
Raw.
Raw. So, I'm sorry, I didn't know we were a cooking show now. You meant WWE Monday Night Raw.
Who
gives a fuck?
Thank you very much.
Or as a certain chef would say, it's bloody fucking raw.
No. That steak is so raw, it's still mooing.
And why do I get the feeling that the entire writers are pretty much just being told, put their heads between two slices of bread and be called an idiot sandwich?
Idiot sandwich.
Anyway.
So, Raw. Who gives a fuck? Although, SmackDown is in the same boat. Who gives a fuck?
SmackDown had a few more funnier moments.
I like Randy Orton and Matt Riddle.
Yep.
Matt Riddle just knows how to make me laugh. I don't know why, I don't know how, but he manages it really well.
Did you know he's also handling 2 gimmicks now as well?
Yes.
Basically, well, actually, possibly even 3 now, because he's got himself, he's got the Randy Bro.
Yep.
That just sounds wrong. And he's calling himself the Shaman for MSK on NXT. Even though on NXT he was saying passes what's in that bag and not actually alluding to the fact that he's probably referencing a certain substance.
Paraffin.
And what was the word you were going to use?
Paraphernalia.
Pretty much.
I'm not gonna lie, yeah, dodgy.
Yeah.
But it's only his segments though that are making me laugh at the minute.
Oh yeah.
The rest of it, garbage.
Unless it's Brock Lesnar.
Oh, what's
No,
Mr. Potato Head done now?
updated himself and got himself a flip phone in 2021. Which looked funny as hell.
What?
Yeah,
So he's no longer walking around with the old Nokia 3210?
No. He's actually got a flip phone.
And for the younger listeners, you know, ones that are actually able to listen to R-rated stuff, that actually is... What the fuck?
Yeah. That's still old technology.
Like, old as fuck.
No, but he's playing on the fact that, you know, he's not so up to date with the times, with the phones and everything, which is fucking hilarious.
Well, I can genuinely see him like that as well. That's the funny thing about it. Is I could actually genuine because of where he lives and how he isolates himself from everyone. It's like I watched the whole Sami Zayn and Brock Lesnar skit.
Oh, good lord!
That was funny as fuck. And it's like he was literally, come on, look, come back to Canada. What?
Let's go hunting.
He looks like a fucking jacked up Chucky doll.
That's what made me laugh. But then came and then suddenly just spoke a few words, and then what was so scary about it is how quick Lesnar can switch from being that carefree, nice guy into the beast incarnate.
It's good. Like I say, you've never really seen Brock Lesnar as a proper face like that before, have you?
But it's brilliant at it.
You never really seen Brock Lesnar as like that type of guy. And I'm not going to lie, like it's just I didn't want to see him come back, but if he can reinvent himself, then that's fine.
Oh, I've got no problem with that. None whatsoever. Even when he was speaking with Adam Pearce.
Well, I liked it.
That's hilarious.
He tried to stop him round the back to ask him a question. After the seg.
Yeah.
And he goes like, somewhat along the lines of, he said to her like, someone along the lines of, oh, you'll have to speak to my advocate, Paul Heyman. And it's just like, oh, Roman Reigns isn't going to like that.
No, but the weird thing about it is, it's either there's going to be a double turn, Heyman's going to either switch, or there could be a double turn. There's going to be something.
Oh, please don't tell me they're going to fucking turn Roman Reigns' face again.
I mean, heel. Oh, his face
What?
now, isn't he?
Roman Reigns is a face?
No. I meant Brock Lesnar is a face.
What fucking planet?
Yeah. I got confused then. I thought you were, because you were talking about Brock, I thought you meant Brock then for a minute.
Up Rick Sanchez.
Pickle
dimensions.
Anyway, no,
Alternate
they can't turn Roman face after all. They couldn't turn Roman face after all that. And if they even attempt it, fuck off.
I had a good laugh. I watched Chris Jericho's interview with Danhausen. And...
With Jerichohausen?
Yes. It was fucking hilarious. It was hilarious because Jericho literally tears WWE apart.
Oh, yeah.
And he's like, Jericho, did you actually ever want to be inducted into the Hall of Fame?
But then again, bear this in mind that people who've done far worse have been inducted into the Hall of Fame.
Well, yes, look at Hulk Hogan.
Brother.
Racist brother.
in the books more than once, brother.
Give me a porno DVD, brother. I don't want to watch it. I want to be in it. Brother.
Brother.
You know something, actually? He could come up with a new fucking film now. Couldn't he? A new porn film called Brokeback Mountain.
Brother.
Brokeback Brother, or...
No. It has to be Brokeback Mountain, brother.
No, I reckon it should be something along the lines of Brokeback Hogan or Brokeback Brother. Brother. Be like, but have it like a comedian sketch as well, where it's like Family Guy, where they do the skit of fucking the horse.
Oh my
tent. Oh God.
brother.
Oh God, my mind is a very warped place right now.
I know. Anyway, where were we? You were on about Chris Jericho, weren't you?
Yes, Chris Jericho.
We actually have some news to discuss about Jericho shortly.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it was just a funny. It was just a funny interview, you know. I mean, I have not seen that much of Danhausen because I'd never really followed anything wrestling wise. Until
work, yeah.
You know, I watched some of his old stuff as well, and then I watched like his entrance at Ring of Honor, which, by the way, his entrance music is fucking hilarious. Danhausen. Danhausen. Fucking hilarious.
Oh, I know.
Because it just reminds me of Chihuahua.
Oh, just no. You just give me an idea.
Oh well, we are full of them, you know. So
You just give me an absolute pelt of an idea, and I may have to either work on it myself, or I might even just have it paid for it to be done professionally.
Okay.
Because it'd be damn worth it just to hear the laugh off you.
Oh, that's fine. That's fine.
Worth every
Anyway.
penny.
So yeah, WWE being torn down by Jericho, literally the foundations, and it's just so. It's just like very, it's indirect.
Yeah.
You know, so he beats around it with sarky comments, which you know it's relating to WWE, but he hasn't said it. And it was like, obviously, one of the Khans was mentioned. And it was like, oh, God, ever imagine him in charge. It'd be even worse. How could the company possibly get any worse? Like, fucking hell. It's a bit on the nose, Jericho.
I think the only way you could be more on the nose is if you started screaming out, Khan!
Yeah, Khan! Oh, that's just too funny. Anyway, so yeah, that's pretty much where I'm at with WWE. I've you know, NXT. I don't really watch NXT. Do you?
Yeah, not lately.
I mean, I like Bron Breakker. We all know Johnny Gargano.
Wait, not lately. I did watch the goodbye segments of Johnny Gargano and Kyle O'Reilly.
Yeah, we'll get to that.
Continue.
So yeah, obviously we know that Johnny Gargano's left now. To do what we don't know. And
Well,
or anybody says, no, we don't know. Because I have a sneaky suspicion, a very, very sneaky suspicion, that he's still going back to WWE, but to Raw or SmackDown.
fair enough.
That's what I feel. I hope I'm wrong, because he needs to go somewhere where he can better himself, have a bit of creative freedom.
Yeah, he is also got his merchandise up on Shop Tees already. So if you do want to support him and help out in any way, there's even possible hints of him taking some independent bookings. But as we said, we don't know if he is accepting any as of yet. So put a pin in it. Is what we'll say.
Be having a bit of a break, because he's no different than Tommaso Ciampa, really, is he?
Mm-hmm.
He's been on the go for quite a fair few years now.
Well, bear in mind, he isn't Johnny wrestling for nothing.
I know, yeah. Johnny Takeover.
Johnny Takeover and many other names.
But see, the only doubt in my mind is, did he lose at the last Takeover?
Yes.
So, Johnny Takeover loses at Takeover because he's leaving.
Well, if you remember, he also got attacked, didn't he? In the final segment as well.
Yeah, I know, but that's what I mean. Like, it's leaving the door open for him, really, isn't it?
I think they've left the door open because they know that. I'm pretty sure they knew if they didn't leave the door open for him, that a lot of fans would be like, right, yep, see you later, we're out, because he's that much beloved.
Yeah, well, Johnny Gargano, he could do better, and it's just a shame that Ring of Honor's shutting down shop, really, isn't it?
Correction, mate. Has. Because they've had their final event, haven't they?
Yeah, wasn't it last night?
Last night.
Yeah, I caught the last 15, 20 minutes of it.
Or should we say early hours this morning?
Well, yeah, early hours this morning.
Yep. But we'll discuss some of the pieces of that, because there's quite a bit to go through on that one.
Not too much, I hope, because we have a couple of big segments coming up.
Oh, no, I know, but I can pretty much burn through a lot of them quite quickly.
Well, before you do, I also want to say, obviously, that Kyle O'Reilly's left now.
Yep.
Rumours are that he's going to AEW to join Bobby Fish and Adam Cole.
But as my colleague has just stated, just remember, pinch of salt and rumour.
I mean, come on, we've been hearing that Bray Wyatt's been going to AEW now for the last God knows how many months.
Even though there were some light flickerings recently.
Yeah, that was fucking weird. Come on, man, I want to talk about AEW now.
No, not yet.
No, don't you fucking dick tease me like that, you son of a bitch.
Fuck it. That's what she said.
Yay!
Damn it, worth every penny.
Okay, I'll say it. That's what she said. Damn, that dildo was worth every penny.
Nope. Just no. No.
Come on, man. Spit it out, for fuck's sake. Don't you say it.
No. Anyway, let's just get back to the original topic that we were talking about, which was SmackDown, I believe. I enjoyed the segment of where Adam Pearce also told Drew that he can't have his sword when he enters the ring, but tried to blame it on management for Drew to sit there and say, "Oh, I can't have my sword there. Okay, keep hold of it here, straight to his desk."
That's quite funny.
It was just how he just does it. It just has that look, just to say, "Keep hold of it." But at the same time, also giving the eyes of, if it's missing when I get back, I will find it and I will use it on you.
See, what's annoying me at the moment is that Drew McIntyre is just being used just to advertise the WWE in the UK, and it's doing me nothing because he's underutilized.
He had a good match against Sheamus, though.
Well, they're gonna have good matches. They know each other fucking inside and out.
Oh no, brutal, and I mean brutal. You know, and I will say, I think he took a page out of Randy Orton with because they like how we keep saying, you know, where the hell's that Claymore's going to come out of?
Mm-hmm.
He did one of them.
Nice.
You know, Sheamus looking like he's on the offensive. Whips into the corner, bounces out the corner, Claymore.
Fucking hell. But yeah, so like I say, Drew McIntyre is just dead underutilized, and to be fair, mate, he shouldn't be doing what he's doing now. He should be champion. He should be Universal Champion, but instead we are paying for Brock Lesnar versus fucking Roman Reigns again.
Which is why I think if they are, a part of me wants it to be that Lesnar loses at day one, and when the Rumble comes around, Drew wins it.
Mm.
And goes to WrestleMania to fight Roman.
I hope Drew McIntyre wins the Royal Rumble, because I can't really see anybody on that card at this moment in time that should win it.
Other than, you know, Vince's love of, Brock Lesnar.
Brock Lesnar and Bobby Lashley. No, outside of the champions.
Oh, right, yeah. Because somehow they might be squeezing in Bobby Lashley into the Raw title now on the day one. Can you remember me saying to you last week that they might try to squeeze somebody in, and I even joked, Bobby Lashley.
Mm-hmm.
When I joke about that, I don't actually fucking throw it out there as fucking actually do it, WWE.
Yeah, but I did tell you though, didn't I? That
although all checks payable to the Burning Truth.
I was just about to say that. It's yeah. It's a bit suspect, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
It is a bit suspect. I do believe that Vince McMahon sits behind his desk with his stupid little headphones and his stupid little beady eyes and his stupidly old head on a young man's body.
Even though he keeps interacting with Austin Theory because he wants to be hip.
Yes, just add replacement onto the end of that.
Because he wants, you know, it's just, what the fuck. Anyway, let's continue. Additionally, by the way, as you mentioned, Kyle O'Reilly, Johnny Gargano, there is another person who is definitely not coming back for WWE. Another two people.
One of them being Beth Phoenix.
One being Beth Phoenix, and do you know who the other one is?
Don't care.
Kairi Sane.
There you go. Speaks words. Don't care.
No, she basically went home, and technically she was still under contract with WWE, but WWE was letting her go off, and she said, you know, they extended her contract because she says, well, you know, I'm not in the right frame of mind and everything, and it's gone, and it's come to near the contract state to the point where they can't even extend it again, and she's just gone, nah, I'm not renewing it because I don't want to go back.
I don't want to be used like a fucking rag doll.
Well, anyway, let's get on to the last piece of WWE information I want to cover. I'm expecting a rant off one of us at least. At least.
Spit it out.
Who's taking over after Vince leaves?
We've already said it.
Yeah. Khan!
Fuck's sake. That's like a smack in the face to Shane McMahon, that is.
And Triple H. And Stephanie.
Yep. That could be a very awkward dinner.
Oh, no fucking shit! Very awkward dinner. He's just there, Vince McMahon's lining up, like, I got my turkey, I'm enjoying it. Well, I was just like, you bastard. Why didn't you keep
the... Triple H carving the turkey's going to be fucking mint at Christmas.
Just fucking that
stares whilst he's stabbing the turkey, staring at Vince.
But also making sure he's healthy. He's in good condition.
I am the game.
And I should be taking over.
I'm not going to be the same.
Why have you taken over my NXT?
Fuck's sake. It's just stupid, man. WWE is going to be fucking dead, mate. It's going to be dead.
Bear in mind that there's a lot of people who do not like Nick Khan. A lot of wrestlers don't like him. They're literally putting it out there that he's nothing but a money merchant.
Oh, fucking hell. Sounds like some people we know. Merchant.
No, the thing is, it's like, you've got him, it's like Vince McMahon's in charge. I'll be honest with you, when Nick Khan put out that statement of that they're not interested in selling, but they're always open to listening to ideas, I think that's his way of saying, Vince McMahon's not going to sell it, but when I take over, I'm going to sell it for every fucking, every penny, every dime, whatever I can get it on, and fuck it off.
Guess what? If that's the case, let's pray and hope that it's the other Khan that buys it.
Although, could you see Khan try and take on Disney? Because I can guarantee it'll be most likely Disney who's going to be trying to buy WWE because they want to own fucking everything.
Well, then it's going to be doomed from the get-go then, because Disney hasn't exactly got a great track record with its handling its own employees.
I have no idea what you're on about.
I'm the mask of an evil corporation.
Although it just reminds me of certain episodes of South Park.
Yeah.
The brutality. But yeah, we're not going to say our thoughts on that unless it actually happens, and then, good God, we'll be so happy that there is other companies that we can literally check out on, which have been more entertaining lately as well.
Let's just put it this way: Disney will be worse than Beer Gok.
Yeah, they would, especially with even though they've got the right to censor on, as the CEO probably. But the difference is with Disney, it would just be that cut. It's got to look pure.
Hey, Disney will go through the whole history and go, Triple H's eyebrow looks like a Brazilian wax there. Cut it out.
Either that or
The back of The Rock's head looks like a vagina. Cut that out.
It can't be called The Rock.
The game's screwed up face looks like a pit bull's anus. Cut that out.
Either that or blur it.
And then it's going to be like Stone Cold with a bloody head
And drinking beer.
Looks like what?
And drinking beer.
Oh yeah, well,
Continue.
just like he looks like a wife beater.
Too far.
Yeah, there was a hint of realism to that then, wasn't there?
Too far. that was so real.
Oops.
Too real, damn it.
Still one of my favourite wrestlers.
But anyway, point being is,
Oh, my arm, which I had the jab in, started hurting. Oh.
Thousand. I know. Let's continue. Anyway, the point being is, it's just I guarantee you, if it goes there, I can guarantee you the shift of wrestling will just shift.
Well,
If it
it's already started.
Wait. If it hasn't already.
It's already begun. It started in 2019.
Right.
With Judas in my mind.
Seeing as you just mentioned Jericho and hinted at him,
Shall we
segue?
Yes, please do, because you bore me with WWE. Because you actually sit there and watch it.
I actually don't. I don't actually watch it anymore. This is just painstakingly just from. I don't watch all of it. It's just fast forward, play, peak. No, fast forward, peak. Fast forward, peak. Just no good. No. Come on, we even had a debut which had everyone in the audience and the crowd going, why the fuck is everyone just glaring at her in the ring? Because, that's why. Because they put some graphics on for people at home to make it look like she's filled with lightning. Almost like she's Thor Odinson.
What on earth are you fucking jabbering on about?
On SmackDown, Xia Li debuted. And do you know how they do them entrances with like them special unique ones for the ones that where people are watching on TV, they get to see a special graphics, but people who are live there don't get to see. She's going around doing all these martial arts, as part of a grand entrance and make it look like she's filled with lightning. And the people in the ring are looking at her as if they're completely shocked to see her. She looks electrifying. And they're kind of like, why the fuck are they just standing there looking like they're gawping, like jaws out the mouth as if to say, why do they look shocked?
Shut the fuck up talking about WWE, you motherfucker.
Anyway, back to Chris Jericho.
Oh, finally.
Who is in the UK and pointing at British wrestling posters. Although there is some companies who are trying to cheaply put their poster over very, very fucking badly. Idiots. Just like Jericho, where Jericho points out, I think you'll find this was the actual post I was pointing at. Also, Jericho, I believe, was actually hospitalised. unfortunately.
What did he do?
Non-wrestling related. It was something that could have been easily avoided. But potentially some people are actually saying, is it time for Jericho to retire because of injuries and everything? But, from everything at the same time, I don't think it is. As he's still capable. It's just, he might have just slipped up, made a mistake, which can happen.
Not being funny, but you could walk out your door and fall off the step tomorrow and break your ankle or something stupid. Obviously, touch wood, it doesn't.
Or, the ever so classic, man, that buzz, what buzz? Splat. Final Destination. Yeah. The point being is, it happens. But, however, Jericho, Fozzy have been making more show announcements for their tour. So Jericho's most likely going to be pretty much okay in health and everything. And, hopefully be back in wrestling soonish.
You probably found a dodgy fish and chip shop.
Probably.
Poor Jericho, who's shitting out cod bones for about 3 days.
Anyway.
You stupid asses! I thought you said these were boneless.
If you went to a certain chip, boneless. I thought you said bones. Anyway,
I thought you said boned.
Fish on the bone. Anyway, that aside, shall we get to AEW?
Oh, yes. Let's get to AEW.
Start us off.
Guess what?
What?
I'm up to date.
So I haven't got to send for Hook then?
No.
That's fine.
Although, you can tell Ruby Soho, Tay Conti, and Anna Jay. I was really trying to think of the names then.
Yeah.
That I really did have to skip over that match.
Not bad.
The 6-woman tag.
I think what happened after that match was it was more entertaining.
Yeah.
Off screen. Because Ruby Soho put a wrist lock on CM Punk. There's actually fan footage of it, which is comical.
I don't know. I just didn't enjoy it.
No, it's not.
Then again, I'm not a fan of Awesome Kong. Oh, sorry, no, Nyla Rose.
Super Beast, Nyla Rose.
Super Beast, Nyla Rose.
Yeah.
I just wasn't invested.
Not sold on it?
All invested in Riho versus Jamie Hayter.
Mm-hmm.
I was more invested in that, and that was a bit sloppy in places.
Yeah.
But it managed to hit that nerve, you know what I mean? Especially with that fucking reverse suplex off the top rope.
Oh, boy.
Ooh, I thought she landed on her neck funny, I did.
It was one of them. Cross the arms, cross the arms, cross the arms.
It's like, oh, God, that's got to suck. But no, Riho fucking going into a match with Britt Baker.
Yeah.
On fire, which means she's going to lose. But, you know. Oh, no, sorry, this is WWE we're talking about. Anything can happen.
True. And that is true.
It's not as predictable. So,
yes.
I really enjoyed Riho. Bearing in mind that she's been wrestling since she was 9 years old.
Yeah.
It's like Was it her that was wrestling Kenny Omega at the age of like 6 years old
Not sure.
in a New Japan ring? I'm sure it was.
Not too sure. Not too sure. Could have been.
Could
Could have
be
been another child, but still. Talent.
She is dead young, Riho, isn't she?
Rio.
Yeah. So anyway, I thought that I really enjoyed that. I was a massive fan. I am now sold on the Lucha Brothers. I am really am sold on the Lucha Brothers. The more I watch them, the more entertaining they are, and I love them. I think they're great.
Yeah.
And you know me, I don't like indie shit. It does my head in. But them two, just brilliant. And I think what sums it up for me of why now I can watch the Young Bucks, not just because they're with Adam Cole, but because that match that they had with the Lucha Brothers inside that cage was like fucking pure gold. Pure gold. I think it should be a contender for like match of the year, if I'm being honest. But that's something we can discuss after New Year.
Or in the new year.
Or in the New Year. You know what I meant.
Of course. As part of TBT Awards.
Correcto. So, yeah, I am genuinely looking forward to Winter is Coming.
Yeah, and just to point out for you, because you said that Riho is really young. 24.
Well, so she's not that young now. She's not like dead young, but she's young for a female wrestler, to be fair. Considering that she's technically a vet.
Yeah.
But she's so light on her feet, and she's quite entertaining to watch. Bear in mind that she is our first AEW Women's Champion.
Yep.
And now she could be like the first ever 2-time Women's Champion.
Yeah.
It'd be interesting to see who wins a TBS title, to be honest.
That's what I'm saying with AEW. You don't know which direction they're going to go into.
Exactly, because you've got 4 very different wrestlers going into the TBS semi-finals.
And no, he did say TBS and not a hose title.
No, not the hose title. Hose.
Because pimping ain't easy.
No, I was thinking boats and hose.
Boats. Hose. Anyway, let's continue.
So, yeah, I'm looking forward to it. You've got 4 different wrestlers, all very, different styles. You got your first semi-final, which is Awesome Kong, Nyla Rose. Nyla Rose, you know what I'm on about.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but she looks just like Awesome Kong. Just a bit thinner and a bit shorter. You can't deny that.
I'm not denying anything.
And then you've got...
Yeah.
Oh, fucking hellfire. Why does it always go out of my head at the most fucking inopportune moments?
Ruby Soho. Thunder Rosa.
Thank you. Don't know why, but my mind just went completely blank. No, hang on a minute. Who's facing who?
What?
Is it Nyla Rose? Ah, that was it. Yeah, it's Jade Cargill and Thunder Rosa and Nyla Rose and Ruby Soho.
Yeah.
Sorry, it's just popped into my head.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you've got 4 totally different styles there. 4 totally different styles.
And one person who's undefeated.
Every person is undefeated. Yeah, fucking hell.
No, one person's undefeated. Only
Oh
one
no, yeah,
person's.
no, because Thunder Rosa lost to Britt Baker.
Nyla Rose.
Ruby Soho, she lost to Britt Baker, and Nyla Rose, she's lost to practically everyone in the locker room.
Even though she is a former champion as well.
Mm-hmm.
But still, interesting.
But still, it's going to be interesting. Me personally, if I was going to put the belt on anybody, like from my point of view, for me to pick out a winner right now would be Thunder Rosa.
No.
Yes.
No. I say no, and there's a good reason why.
No.
I'm going to say either Jade Cargill or Ruby Soho.
No.
Because I can see Britt Baker costing Thunder Rosa.
No. Do you know how annoying that is? Now you know.
I can see Thunder Rosa going for the main women's championship and taking it.
Not quite yet. No, I don't think so. I'd love to see that, but considering that she's already lost to Britt Baker.
She learned from her mistakes?
Yeah, but it's that whole... It's taken nearly over a year for her to get a rematch against Britt Baker.
I know.
So, but put it into perspective, I think one thing that really has annoyed me is that Cody Rhodes has just waltzed straight back into the TNT title front, but I'll talk about that in a minute.
Not a heel.
But yeah. So, my face, heel, face. Which tunnel do I go down?
No,
it's this one.
Did you like how I just said that then?
No. What I want you to do is shut the fuck up and let me carry on.
Go on then.
So yes, like as I was saying, Riho, it took her ages to get a rematch against Britt Baker, and that's the thing I like about AEW is that there's no rematch clauses. Once you've lost your title, you move on. You have to move on. Like Miro had to move on.
Yep.
And me personally, I think after Bryan Danielson, I think he should win the main belt. But yeah. Getting ahead of myself there. So anyway, like I say, TBS Championship, I think they should put it on Thunder Rosa, and then say a couple of months down the line, Britt Baker, who should still be women's champion by then, let's face it.
Because
she cost her, she cost Thunder Rosa her title, and then Thunder Rosa goes after her title and then wins. That's how I'd like to see it play out, but whether it'll well or not, I don't know. But that's what I like about AEW. Nobody knows. Jade Cargill.
Nobody knows.
Jade Cargill. I don't know. I don't know how I rate her, to be honest. Where would you place her? Would you place her up there for a title shot yet, or do you reckon she needs more work? Because for me personally, the way I look at her is that she's a strong woman. She's got a good physique. She reminds me so much of Chyna.
Yep.
But she's more agile.
Yeah.
But I don't know. There's just like she needs polishing up some in places. Whereas Thunder Rosa, you've got somebody who's got the fucking pedigree there.
Yeah, It's the experience factor you're referring to, I believe.
Well,
Aren't
yeah,
you?
down to experience, but not just that, though. If I was to put anybody more deserving as champion, it would be Thunder Rosa.
Oh, this is the thing. I'm not saying when I put my suggestion, I wasn't saying who was more deserving. I was just saying where I think they're gonna go. If it was on who's more deserving, then the two faces in the tournament, definitely.
It's like Ruby Soho. I had great expectations for her coming into AEW, but she just don't know. It's just because she's on her own and she's not part of the Riot Squad anymore. I don't know. It's like she's missing like that click. And plus, if I'm being honest, I think Ruby Soho works better as a heel. But that's personal opinion.
Yeah.
That's
personal
a personal opinion.
Yeah.
So, yeah, like I was saying, my choice is Thunder Rosa. Obviously, yours is different because you're going on who you think they would put as champion, not who you want as champion.
If it was on who I want to be champion, it's between Thunder Rosa and Ruby Soho. Out of who I think, I'm going to go either Ruby Soho or Jade Cargill because the woman's undefeated and I can't see her being defeated on the in the build up towards the final.
Well, Jade Cargill made her debut, didn't she, with Shaq?
Yeah.
And because that was against Cody and
Red Velvet.
And Cargill obviously has been undefeated since she made her debut. But it's like I always say, if you haven't lost a match on your respected company since you've been there after about 6 to 12 months, you're due a loss.
Yeah. I know she's due a loss, but it can't just be on a regular episode.
It's not, though, because it's going to be on Winter is Coming.
That's what I'm saying. That'll be in the final. Which is... Think about who she's against.
Nah. You can lose at any point, mate, because, like I say, these two semi-finals are huge semi-finals.
Yeah.
And I genuinely can see Thunder Rosa versus Ruby Soho. But that's face versus face. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Which, to me, that's still a good match.
Oh, yeah, it's still a good match. But you think about it, Ruby Soho came into the Women's Battle Royale.
Yeah.
And won it from Thunder Rosa. So yeah. I think it just make a very good...
compelling match.
Yeah.
Yeah. Face versus face is not... I've got no issues with that. It's when they do the dreaded heel versus heel.
I was just about to say, I really don't want to see Nyla Rose versus Jade Cargill. I don't want to see it. I reckon it would be fucking awful.
No.
I really do. Because I don't rate Nyla Rose anyway. I don't rate her anyway, and she does me fucking head in. Because it's like, are you trying to be Awesome Kong or what? You are not Awesome Kong.
No,
because Kong was awesome. You are not.
She was also Karma, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, I know. The whole WWE gimmick. We don't need reminding. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Anyway,
yes, I don't want to see that match. Really don't. I'd rather see Soho and Thunder Rosa in the final. But I've got a feeling now, if I was going on your line of thinking, I'm gonna be saying like it's gonna be Ruby Soho and Jade Cargill in the final.
but I don't want it to be there.
No, I really don't.
Because
I really don't. But I also know that
you see the
Tony
logic
Khan.
there.
I also know that Tony Khan really, really likes Ruby Soho.
Yeah.
And so does Taz. Because, you know, he always fucking sings a song on Rampage. And all you got is Taz in the back going, you're just like, will you shut the fuck up, you stupid, short, bald-headed fucking Looney Tune?
Why do you think he's on bloody Botchamania with his own segment?
Oh, mate, it's terrible. Don't get me wrong, Taz can talk on the mic and he can really fucking, you know, really give a brutal fucking promo, but when it comes to commentary and he's sitting there going, it just like, fucking shut up. It's worse than that prick at fucking What Culture. Oh, fuck off. Jesus fucking Christ.
It could be worse. He could be saying some of the, you know, the anecdotes and sayings completely butchered, and Excalibur's correcting him.
Oh, well, yeah, there is that too. Excalibur's fucking... I mean, don't get me wrong, I like it on Rampage when you've got Jericho, Ricky Starks, Taz. It just reminds me... Jericho makes me laugh every time he's on commentary on Rampage. Just before, was it with 2.0?
Oh, yeah.
When he saved Eddie Kingston.
Yeah, 2.0.
And it's like he kept taking the piss out of one of the heads.
Yeah.
Look at his head. It's giant. It's a big cube.
It's a cube.
It's nothing but a cube. Look at that square head. He's a fucking Al Jericho.
All that reminded me of was, look at the size of that boy's head.
And then you've always got him and Ricky Starks having like back and forth. And it's like Jericho's like, shut up, you little kid. And oh, God. So I'm assuming that let's move on from the TBS Championship. So, you know, let's go on to different stuff.
Yeah.
Because there's so much to talk about in AEW right now.
Yeah. Continue.
You've got the whole Team Taz. It did involve Dante Martin.
Yes.
He literally signed on the dotted line for Team Taz. Yep. So that means he's under contract with Team Taz.
Yep.
Obviously, he's had like these segments with Leo Rush and going backwards and forwards.
Yeah.
Like, you know, Dante, you don't need him, blah, blah, blah. Really laying it on thick. And I've said from the first time I saw them, Dante Martin sign on that paperwork, I was like, something's not right here. Something's just odd.
It was too sudden.
And then it just confirmed it.
Yeah.
It was all off. Dante Martin was playing him all along, playing Team Taz all along, just to get to Ricky Starks, just so he could win the, joint win, the Battle Royale.
Yeah.
For the £50,000 fucking diamond ring.
Yep.
Or $50,000 diamond ring.
Yeah.
And I reckon he's trying to do it so him and Leo Rush can enter into Team Taz, because it's like Taz keeps saying, he's under contract with Team Taz. He's under contract with Team Taz. So I reckon they're going to be kicking Ricky Starks out of Team Taz. I reckon that's their goal. Their end game is to beat Ricky Starks for the FTW Championship.
Good theory.
That's my theory. But we don't know if Dante Martin is still in collaboration with Leo Rush.
or if he's or if he's still with Team Taz, he's just saying, I think he can get someone better than him.
Yeah, because he changed the colour of his gear to black and orange, which is the colours of
Taz.
Team Taz. And
It's
also
like-
the colours of the FTW Championship. Now, what a decent... now, we all know that it's not an official AEW title, but what a title to win if he manages to get it off Ricky Starks.
Oh, yeah.
Because, I mean, Ricky Starks has got to be getting bored there, going like, oh, I'm just FTW champion. I haven't really...
I'm not wrestling much. I'm talking.
I'm not wrestling much. I'm talking more than I'm doing anything. And the
Taz
first
not
match
even-
I've had in weeks, I get eliminated by my own teammate.
Yeah.
So that I reckon Ricky Starks will be like going after the TNT title. I do.
Yeah,
And
I
I reckon that's what's going to happen.
But then again, on Rampage, Team Taz have also gained an additional member.
Yes. So now, obviously, Dante Martin did that on the Wednesday. On the Friday Rampage, Hook
Yeah.
showed. If
Hook.
anything, if I was AEW, I wouldn't have even teased that, because obviously they teased that it was going to be him. Everyone knew it was going to be him. I reckon what they should have done is just been like, Taz, I've got a surprise for you. The newest member of Team Taz, I'll give you Hook. You know what I mean? So they could have handled that a little bit better. Had a bit of mystery to it, like we always love that.
Yeah.
We always used to love it back in the day when there's that bit of mystery.
Yeah.
So yeah, that would have been nice. But damn, that boy can wrestle.
Yeah.
And he's very, very smooth, very slick.
And for a young age.
Very young age.
By the way, this might shock you. More views for his debut than there was from Braun Breaker's debut.
Well, yeah. But that's the thing, though. AEW, Dynamite and Rampage have got more viewers than NXT.
Yeah.
Because, AEW, Dynamite and Rampage are averaging about 1 million views.
Yeah, and in AEW actually know how to market their all their shows instead of just relying on one or two of them.
Yes, exactly. And funnily enough, it was during the Battle Royale, wasn't it, that the lights flickered.
Yes.
So that's another nice little segue there, that is, isn't it?
Yeah.
Who made the lights flicker? Was
could be
it a teaser? Was it a technical issue? We don't know. But I found it very odd that it was red.
Red and blue.
Now, we've got Winter is coming on Wednesday, so that would explain the blue. But the red, could that mean what we all think it means?
And bear in mind, last year at Winter is Coming, Sting arrived.
Sting made his debut, and it's been 12 months since he's made his debut, which, FTR, by the way, fuck you. You two again got absolutely body bashed by fucking Sting and
Actually, they might get more twatted than you think. Put more on that in a minute.
Yes. Where was I now? Oh, yeah, the lights.
Debuts.
So I've just got that feeling.
Yeah.
I got that feeling, matey. I got that feeling, matey.
Be careful.
That feeling, matey.
You might get sued by a company.
Boxer mateys.
Now, be careful. You might get sued by a wrestling company. But we'll get on. We'll mention that in a minute. Or has it gone over your head?
I think that was gone over my head.
So high?
Well, it had gone so high, it went over my head.
So high, matey?
I know, I was fucking... Oh, my God's
I know.
sake. So, if anybody wanted to know, Matt Burns is now actually part of GCW.
Not actually. Not officially.
He is.
I'm not.
He is. Matt Burns is officially part of GCW, because his saying is now
It's not
part
my saying.
of GCW. Yes, it is.
It's
Not being
not.
funny, matey. Not being funny, matey.
No, matey. Anyway. Anyway. Back to AEW.
Yeah, so we've just talked about the lights flickering. Do we reckon it could be Bray Wyatt or Wyndham?
Or any other surprises that could actually involve a company that closed its doors?
Now, that wouldn't surprise me, but in all fairness...
Because Tony Khan was there helping out.
Yeah, he was helping out, and that was the brilliant thing about that, to be fair.
Yeah.
We all know it can't be Danhausen because he's still suffering with broken leg syndrome. So it'd be a while before he turns up. I don't think he'll be turning up at AEW until like mid next year.
Yep.
Which I'm fine with that, because let's face facts. The roster is huge at AEW.
It's already massive as it is, but...
But the way I see it is they're developmental, which is Dark and... What was the other
Elevation?
one? Elevation.
I've also got another theory for the ROH topic, but more on that later.
Awesome.
Please continue.
So, I reckon... Did you ever have... I don't know why, but this theory's just popped into my head. Obviously, you've got Elevation, Dark, Rampage, Dynamite. The bottom three are an hour long.
Yeah.
Dynamite's 2 hours.
Yeah.
I reckon they'll turn Rampage into a 2-hour show eventually.
Yeah.
But obviously at an hour now, it still manages to be more entertaining than 3 hours of Raw.
Yeah.
Even 2 hours of SmackDown.
Yeah.
Although I will say I'm not a fan of not watching entrances during a big tag team match. FYI, AEW Rampage. I'm not a fan of it. I want to see entrances. So please, make it 2 hours.
You want to see an entrance?
I want to see an entrance. Lucha Brothers.
Unless it's a jobber.
Yeah. Unless it's a jobber. No, you know something? No, fuck that. I still want to see a jobber come out.
Yeah, because it's a bit of tight on him, isn't it? Because he's finally made it to the AEW show, and it's like...
I mean, it's like Jade Cargill. She faced that woman just a match out of nowhere, just because it so happened to be Thunder Rosa's student.
Yep.
Loses within like...
Seconds.
15, 20 seconds. It's a good job there's not a title on the line.
Or a bumble.
Especially as I come out at the end and win.
Yeah.
Anyway, I could beat a legend in 15 seconds.
Even though he's tired out.
And he's in his 60s. Anyway,
He'll go any better, has he?
a personal joke. So, yeah, it just so happened that Jade Cargill beats a jobber. You know, I just think it should be televised, the entrances and stuff
even
like
say
that.
jobber. I don't like that. I don't like that terminology.
You might not like it, but that's what they are. They're there to do a job.
Development enhancement.
Oh, what? Getting squashed in like fucking 10 seconds? I don't think so.
It sounds better than jobber.
She was a fucking jobber. She jobbed out to Jade Cargill. She had no choice, otherwise she wouldn't have got anywhere. Just so happened that she was Thunder Rosa's student. Just so Thunder Rosa could have her moment to go and attack Cargill at the end.
Yes.
That's it.
Because she went too far.
As per usual. Hashtag Bryan Danielson.
Are we going to go there straight away now?
No.
I was about to say, you know, are we going to go there?
We've got a couple of stories.
Yeah.
Because I think we should talk about that last week being the main event picture.
Okay.
Obviously, since Punk beat Eddie Kingston,
yeah,
he's now turned his attention to MJF. And we've been treated by mega promos, and we've been treated with slanderous comments and so many back and forths, and Wardlow, and actually watching MJF being cheered in Long Island,
New York,
Long Island.
Yes.
Same difference.
I know.
So when I say Long Island, he's from Long Island, Matt Burns. Isn't he?
Yes.
Yes, Matt Burns. Yes. Long Island. An island that is long.
And he's better than you, and you know it.
Exactly. You know, he had that little promo, that little entrance video.
That was just...
Start of Rampage?
No. It wasn't at the start of Rampage. It was later on. Because the start of the episode was Punk.
I was just about to say that.
Oh.
I was just about to say that Punk came out to MJF's music.
Oh, no. I thought you were just talking about that grand entrance. That's all.
Oh, for fuck's sake, Burns. You stole my thunder again. You and your fucking no cat. No. Shut up. Shut up.
Continue.
So, without being interrupted this time, Punk came out to MJF's entrance music.
Yes.
Was you sure you don't want to correct me?
I'm not correcting you. Because you're right.
Fuck for that. So yes, Punk comes out to MJF's music to booze because they're in Long Island.
Yes.
And Punk manages to cut an excellent tweener promo.
Oh, yeah.
Which was brilliant. Punk at his best is when he's on the mic. Not to mention that he can wrestle, and he's a good wrestler. Maybe not as great as he used to be, but he still does the job. But on the mic, he's got venom. And he literally attacked the crowd in Long Island for being thick and morons and idiotic and stupid because they see MJF as their guy. Especially when you've got somebody like John Silver that is also from Long Island. So he was basically saying that the crowd has got no morals, etc., attacking them for having crap sports teams, attacking the Long Island and MJF for being a coward. He's called him out loads of times. He runs away. What was it? He said, tucks his shirt in and runs away. Which is the MJF character, which is brilliant. Can I see him winning that ring again for the second time? Yeah, I can.
Second time.
Is it second or third?
It'd be third. It'd be a third. He's only won it 2 years in a row.
Shit. I didn't know they did it in 2019.
Yeah.
Shit. I thought they only brought it out last year. But anyway, I think it just reminds me of a cool segment with DDP, that does, actually.
Because it was DDP who brought it down.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
For God's sake. Are you in one of them annoying, irritating moods today?
Nope.
Is your bum a bit leaky?
Nope.
Or plug it up because you're full of shit?
Coming from the guy who's normally spewing shit.
Shut up.
Anyway.
I'm being extra mean this week because I can.
I did love the fact that Punk had also entered with a certain T-shirt as well.
Yes. Now, this is what Matt Burns was referring to earlier, and giving you spoilers before we can give you the spoilers. And that's, he had the T-shirt on of the 4 pillars. But only one was missing.
Or one was changed.
Oh, wait. It wasn't missing. They just miraculously changed sex. From male to female. So then you had the 4 pillars. You had Darby Allin.
Yep.
Jungle Boy.
Yep.
Shit, who's the third one?
You don't know who the 4 pillars are?
Well, I've got 2. I've got 3 out of 4, so come on.
No, you can struggle.
Oh, my brain's hurting. Anyway, I'll just have to skip over it because he's not going to tell me. He's just going to be a dick. Because he's in a funny mood today.
Guevara.
Fucking Sammy Guevara, you bastard. That's another guy I want to talk about in a minute, actually.
Yeah.
We've
got to cover it.
We have to because, wow. Anyway, so there's your 4 pillars.
Yeah.
But only the 4th pillar, who is meant to be MJF, is now Britt Baker.
Yeah.
Which is fucking hilarious and genius at the same time.
Oh, yeah.
And obviously, with all the comments of like he's trying to get in Britt Baker's knickers and all that lot, he's trying to squash that. He did squash that.
Yep.
Because he's managed to get a good rise out of MJF with the whole needle dick chant.
Which, by the way,
needle dick. Your name's Needle Dick.
Even though Bully Ray hates that.
I can give a flying fuck what he hates.
He tried to claim it's very male, it's male masculinity. How dare he do that? It's like, he's cutting a promo.
I was just about to say...
And bear this in mind, he's saying this about Punk, who, if I'm not mistaken, when he was a heel in WWE, did I not... And correct me if I'm wrong, did he not turn around to a fan and say, you have a vagina?
He's done that loads of times. He's always questioned people's manhood.
That's what I mean. It's Punk.
Bully Ray, you are just as bad with what you've said in the past. So wind your neck in, mate. Nobody gives a shit.
Or don't you remember the ECW days?
If he doesn't remember them, mate, then he needs his fucking head checking. Well, that's probably why you can't remember him.
He's probably got too many concussions.
Also, I don't mind, but it would make a lot more sense and a lot less hypocritical coming from a man who decided to powerbomb an old lady through a table
Off a stage.
off a stage. Bearing in mind, this old lady was in her 70s.
And the scary thing about it is, what makes it more scary is the fact that she was okay with it.
Yeah, but still.
Oh yeah.
From a fan's perspective.
Oh yeah.
Or are we not keeping it kayfabe anymore, Matt Burns? That's what I thought.
No, she was up for fighting.
Anyway, so Mae Young goes through a table and Bully Ray's like, oh, yeah, or Bubba Ray, should I say, is like, yeah, that's totally fine, but you're not allowed to call somebody who's being an absolute prick a needle dick. Really? But, you know, I'm not being funny, like, well, if Bubba Ray lived in the UK, you'd probably be an advocate for fucking Stella Artois.
Fucking hell.
I know I'm coming out with some right zingers today.
Fucking hell. I'm just getting ready to grab, to grab my phone right now and just wonder if we need a solicitor.
No, because at the beginning there is a disclaimer, so long as it's not too fucking slanderous or libelous.
True, but it's still... I'm still wanting to be covered.
Matt Burns, it is a joke, not a dick. Don't take it so hard.
And that's what she said.
Why is she giving you some dick as well?
No, she's giving it you.
Oh, God. Look, if I wanted you to come back, I'd scrape it off your mum's teeth.
Oh, you have got the laugh of Jimmy Carr. You're welcome.
Oh, brilliant. It's all about execution.
Of course.
But yeah, so anyway, like we were saying, I don't particularly see the issue with it. I think, if anything, Bully Ray has just got his knickers in a twist. And yes, guess what? I just said knickers in a twist. You know why? Because men are allowed to wear knickers too. Don't judge me.
Okay.
Did that like leave you with loads of question marks over your head? Or are you picturing me in a very nice pink lacy thong?
No, I was thinking more of the lady undergarments with the Hello Kitty on your rear.
Yeah. Then Hello Kitty.
You're welcome for that visual.
Oh dear. Anyway, like I say, I just think he's getting his knickers in a twist because he's no longer relevant. Just like Jim Cornette, just like the other idiots that run WCW. I'm not saying the names because I feel like fucking I could strangle them if I saw them. And just like a couple of other people. And I'm even going to have to say this, even though he is a legend, Ric Flair. Even he started out a podcast just to try and stay relevant.
No, but he's had a podcast for a while.
It's been a while though, really, has it?
Yeah.
Wasn't it one of them that was a start-stop thing?
Yeah, but then again, he probably got told that if he continued any money from there, he'd have to take commission off it. But we won't touch that subject because we'll be here all day.
Yeah, let's not touch that subject like he did the airplane.
No.
I said aeroplane.
But still, let's not go there.
He touched the aeroplane with such grace, but mid-flight he decided that he felt like a helicopter. He tried to fly with his genitals.
No comment. Just no comment.
I shouldn't joke about that, really, because it's really annoying and it's naughty.
Yes.
Anyway, moving on. All about relevance. Bully Ray is no longer relevant. Probably couldn't get on AEW if he fucking tried right now. In fact, he probably couldn't even wrestle if he tried right now.
Ring rust?
Because he's admitted several times that his body is fucked.
Yes.
Not just him as well, but his brother from another mother. Or not so much of a brother anymore. Devon.
Yeah.
If he ever wanted comebacks for fucking tag team, he'd sooner rather ring Spike Dudley than fucking Devon.
But I doubt Spike would actually jump onto it because he's already made it clear he's had enough.
Well, he had enough a long time ago, especially when he fucking missed the tables.
Even though he has gone on record to say everyone ripped him in the back, saying, "You've heard Spike Dudley," and he just says, "I was fine. I was just selling."
No, man, there was no way. Fuck, that was he selling.
Genuinely, he actually says it on an interview.
You see his fucking brain leave his nostrils.
That's what I mean. It's like, I never felt a thing.
Yeah,
Your brain's all hanging out. That's probably why.
He hit the tables on the way down with his head, which then coincidentally his head hits the mats, which has literally got concrete underneath.
No, but that's my point. I'm actually agreeing with you. He probably hit his head so hard, his brain's that rattling.
Is it one of them when you're that pissed off that you're just like, oh, I'm fine.
I can't fucking feel anything.
I don't feel I'm fine. Then why have you got that gash on your forehead? I just where I put my wallet. It's a pocket for me phone.
That's what I mean. It's like, what the fuck?
Jesus Christ. Oh, nutty.
No,
but anyway.
Yeah.
Speaking of tables and chairs and chains, I actually caught up with the Cody Rhodes situation.
And fire.
So he comes out and straight away you can see that he has got fire protection all over his back. All over his back.
Yeah.
So straight away, without even knowing the spot, I knew there was going to be a table spot.
Yeah.
And I knew something was amiss because I've seen it before when they've had like that fire protection stuff on the back.
Yeah.
And I just knew that it would be a fire spot through, a fire spot. I didn't realise it was going to be through a table because I thought the tables were done with when he got put through the first one.
Yeah.
With a hip toss. But damn him, and Andrade can go.
Yeah.
Irrespective of what anybody thinks of Cody Rhodes, they want him to turn heel. And I know why they want him to turn heel, because he's at his best when he's working heel.
Yep.
And he is thoroughly entertaining. I mean, look at Dashing Cody Rhodes.
Or undashing Cody Rhodes.
Yeah. And then you've got part of the legacy.
Yeah.
Fucking Cody Rhodes is a chameleon. He's brilliant. I just don't like this whole Patriot thing that he's got going on at the minute. I wasn't a fan with it when he started with that gimmick, dyeing his hair white, etc., etc. He looked better with dark hair. But obviously that just differentiates between both his gimmicks. He's got dark hair when he's heel, light hair when he's face. Have you not noticed that? Am I the one that noticed that?
Wrong. Actually,
Did he have dark hair when he was face, or light hair when he was
had
fucking?
dark hair when he had dark hair when he was faced when he debuted. He has also been a heel with blonde hair when he was in ROH. When he turned the World Championship into a ring.
But don't forget, I never really watched ROH.
That's why I cut you some slack.
I'm surprised you didn't bring out the no.
No need for it.
You just did it. No.
I said there's no need for it.
You still said
No.
the word no.
Repeating.
That word haunts me.
Not necessary.
Anyway, we need to move on quickly because obviously we've got a massive topic coming up in a bit.
Yeah. Anyway.
And obviously we've been rambling on for like an hour and a half about this.
Can I just continue on? So basically, you got to see the Brandy's eyes when she set the table on fire, and her father going through the table and everything. She had that pure enjoyment of look of it's on fire.
I know, yeah. What was that all about? It was like, oh, baby, I know what we're doing tonight. Let's set the bed on fire.
It's
like, ooh, let's roll around in gasoline and chuck ourselves a match. Let's have sex on top of the stove whilst it's switched on. Whilst we're covered in gasoline.
Cody Rhodes, you're so hot. What the fuck?
Yeah. Well, fucking Andrade didn't think he was that hot because he was trying to put him out.
You get what I meant now, don't you, when I said that last week?
Yeah, well, flailing. Oh, mate, to be honest, Andrade did really well there. He protected his fucking his opponent from getting seriously injured. Don't get me wrong. Obviously, Andrade's chest was on fire, and Cody's shoulder. Once he put his own out.
What even worse is, you see him, they'll pin him, the referee's counting while he's still on fucking fire.
I know, but this is what I love about Cody Rhodes and AEW is that they get on with it.
Yeah,
they do. They get on with it.
Now,
so it
could have been
Jesus. Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. It's like, damn, that could be a serious injury, but no. They sorted it done.
Exactly. So, but like I say, he's now finished. It's obvious that they've finished that feud with Andrade and Malachi Black.
Or have they?
Because obviously the Death Triangle is having their fucking feud now with Malachi Black. So I'm assuming Andrade will go and face them with Malachi Black. Because that's...
Yep.
I think he's used the Black Mist on 2 people and Pac the first one.
You mean the Green Mist?
Well, yeah, it's the Black Mist, really, but he looks green.
Yeah.
Because Tajiri's is the Green Mist.
Yeah, true. Just make sure it's diluted enough, otherwise it stains.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just got that reference now.
Yeah, I'd say, yeah, that stains. Going into work looking like the fucking Hulk the next day. Anyway. Shut up, you bastard. You're making me laugh.
I'm sorry, you set it up.
Anyway. Malachi Black. He's got this feud going on now. Not with Varsity, not just with Pac and the Death Triangle, but also the Varsity Blondes now. Brian Pillman Jr., which is good because they tagged up against him and blah, blah, blah. But Malachi Black, again, he's Black Mist in Pac's other eye now. So now potentially he's going to be doing a gimmick walking down to the ring with a fucking blind man stick. Because he's already got an eye patch on the other eye.
Yeah.
But expect an intense match of Malachi Black versus Pac because damn, that's going to be good.
Yeah.
it just opens up so many doors now. And this is what I love about AEW. It's just that so many dream matches are coming true at the moment that we didn't even know that we wanted.
Exactly.
And that's what I love about it. But anyway, so yeah, like I say, Cody Rhodes has chucked himself into the main event spot now. Well, a title spot, not a main event, sorry. He's chucked himself into the TNT Championship picture.
And said that Tony Khan booked it.
And they said that Tony Khan booked it. It's official because it's an open challenge. Scorpio Sky and his mucker were very happy about that.
Men of the Year.
But Men of the Year, they suck anyway, so who cares? But we're expecting their manager to come back from American Top Team.
Who has been a good promo guy.
Oh, yes. Very good. Very good on the microphone. But now Cody Rhodes has chucked himself in, and just as he goes for exit down the wrong tunnel, he turns around and goes back down the face tunnel. So basically, he's been the John Cena of AEW.
But he's doing it in a smart way.
Yeah, exactly. Whereas John Cena's just fucking hated no matter what.
He was just in denial.
He could save a box of kittens from a tree, and people would say, "You selfish bastard, where are the birds going to nest now?" That's the kind of logic behind it. Top babyface in the company, you're a prick, and nobody likes it.
Although I do like how Cena's reaction is to it.
What? Being booed?
Yeah. I do like his reaction to it, how he handled it. Because in his eyes, he just went, I can be pushed as the biggest babyface, but the person who's paying their ticket, he goes, they could boo me, they could cheer me, as long as I'm getting a reaction, I'm not bothered. He goes, I'd be more concerned if I got nothing.
Yeah, but we've always wanted to see John Cena as a heel anyway, so, that is I think that's how he should end his career.
But we've got the movies where he could be a bad guy.
Yeah. Dick. But yeah, that's what Cody Rhodes is to the AEW universe. He is the John Cena babyface of the company. But do I think he will turn heel? Yes.
If he hasn't already.
Because his reactions to the crowd, he's defiant. He's not pandering down to what the masses want. He's doing what he wants to do. And eventually, I think if he beats Sammy Guevara for the TNT champion, oh my God, that would be a fucking bad reaction.
I'm breaking a record.
Yeah, breaking a record. First two-time TNT champion. 3 times, sorry. I do apologise. 3-time TNT champion.
Yeah.
But records are always going to be there to be broken anyway, so it doesn't really matter. So, yeah, it's just AEW shaping up to be... I literally went on AEW shop and I spent some pennies in there because I just love them. You know what I mean? They're just brilliant.
That's good shit.
Some good, sweet shit. Love it.
That's some good shit.
That's some good shit. But yeah, we've got some good matches, and now obviously I want to move on because we are getting very close.
Anyway, back to the main event picture, which is Daniel Bryan.
Beg your pardon?
Bryan Danielson.
Beg your pardon?
Bryan Danielson.
I was hoping that you were going to go, what? Just to go, made you think.
Fuck off, you bastard. I know.
Well, it's not the first time that you got it misconstrued several hundred times.
Fuck off.
Anyway, Brian Danielson.
Oh, I would have had you then. If you put that up there, I would have just literally had you there and then.
Yeah, that's why I think that we should change his name to Branielson.
Or just the American Dragon.
No, it doesn't got a ring to it.
Oh, they used to be
Branielson. Sounds like a fucking cereal for hippies as well, that does.
No, I don't even think he'd probably just call it White O's or White Tees.
You can't call them White O's. You fucking idiot. Fucking White O's.
These white T-shirts.
Welcome to Matt Burns' most ever racist cereal. White
Whoa,
O's.
whoa. Nothing to do with race.
I never had you down as a racist.
I'm not.
Then why do you keep fucking... Why couldn't there be brown O's? Or yellow O's? Or green O's? Or purple O's? No, you had to go...
He wouldn't do it because he wants to save the forest. He wants to do what's good for the planet. So anyway, he won't be selling merch. He isn't selling merch. Move on.
But isn't there a T-shirt, though, of the American Dragon on AEW store?
Yes, it is, but that's actually just the that's more of the their own. That's not actually his.
Ah, so they bought out merch for him.
Yeah, which he's fine with it.
Well, it makes sense. They've got to make money out of him somehow, aren't they? Because obviously they're paying him a wage at the end of the day.
But at the same time, they're also putting some of it towards helping out.
I suppose so. Anyway, so the main event picture is Hangman Adam Page versus Brian Danielson or Branielson in the main event picture for the AEW World Championship on Wednesday. Winter is coming. It's a special Dynamite episode.
The greatest.
Another thing I like about AEW is that they're using Dynamite, their 2-hour show, to do like a mini pay-per-view instead of having like a fucking pay-per-view on every month.
Yeah.
Which works. It's better. It's regular scheduled programming. So you
basically get TV, but with pay-per-view matches.
Yeah, pay-per-view quality matches. And where titles can and will change hands, unlike Raw and SmackDown. But, you know...
Unless your name is Batista, John Cena, or is in love with Vince McMahon.
Yeah, with his love eggs.
Yeah.
But, yeah, so there we go. With Brian Danielson versus Hangman Adam Page. It's going to be a belter, but you seem to think that the title's going to change hands.
The Grinch is stealing the AEW title.
Yeah, how brilliant that was. When I saw that, I burst out laughing.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Logic is telling me no, because Hangman Adam Page hasn't had the title for long enough. But then
it's dull.
His title reign so far
is basically Dark Order getting the head kicked in.
Yeah, is Dark Order getting the head kicked in, him running to the ring. He's not really wrestled since he won the title.
Yeah.
So it's like he's not an active champion. He's not defending his championship. So you're going to tell me the first time he defends it, he's going to lose it.
Are they doing a double turn?
How do you mean?
Page turn heel and Branielson turn face.
I don't know. Would that even make sense, though?
Because he's not defending his title, is he? He's not even fighting. He's not even doing matches.
Yeah, I suppose so. Because your champion...
In a way, if you think about it, what Branielson has been saying is fucking true.
It is true. Everything he says is true. Everything he says is true. And, you know, as much as I want the title to change hands, I just don't think Page has had it long enough
Yeah.
Or could it be, and he's going to take the title off and they're still going to feud?
That's what I mean.
Because, but the thing is, though, AEW standard is, if you lose the title,
You lose your rankings.
you lose your rankings. You just have to start from scratch again.
Unless you're Cody Rhodes.
Unless you're Cody Rhodes. Well, to be fair, actually, no, because
Or
when
doing open
he
challenges.
did his match against Jericho for the AEW Championship, when Jericho was champion,
Yep.
he actually lost that match, and the stipulation was if he lost that match, he would never contend for the AEW World Champion again.
Which is fair enough.
Which is fair enough, and he hasn't done.
Anyhow.
He won the TNT Championship. Brody Lee won it.
Then he won it back.
Which I only saw as a filler, if I'm being honest, which is a bit disrespectful, but I don't mean it to be. It's just a shame. But he won it back, and then he lost it again to somebody who was worthy in Darby Allin.
Yeah.
But then Darby Allin lost it to Miro, and then Miro lost it to Sammy Guevara.
Which, by the way, I will say, when Miro took it off
Darby Allin, it was wow. When Sammy Guevara took it off Miro, it was like, damn.
Yeah.
But anyway, we are drifting. So, I don't know. I don't know what would possibly make sense. Because, like I say, you lose your ranking if you lose your AEW World Championship. Where Kenny Omega, when he comes back, he's left, obviously, to thingy with injuries. But, you know, when he comes back, he's technically going to have to start from scratch.
In a way, yeah. But I think he's going to start through his own group.
Yeah, I think the elites are going to be done now, I do. I think they're still going to be together. But
I think they're going to break off.
I think they're going to do like an Undisputed Era, if I'm being honest.
Yeah. But
obviously they can't use that name, so, you know.
Scripted.
Yeah. Script this one.
All checks payable to the Burning Truth.
Yes.
Anyway.
So like I say, the what would make sense to me is Adam Page keeping hold of it, even though his title reign has been very lackluster. It's been too babyface, you know, just far too babyface for me. And this is why I always say that heels make better. This is why I feel that heels make better champions. But again, there's not been enough wrestling since he won the championship for me to sit and go, yeah, I'm quite enjoying Hangman Adam Page as champion.
I'll back Adam Page. You can't.
Yeah, I can't because I'm not going to lie, I'm not too keen on his gimmick. You know, I'm not too keen on his gimmick. I get it, but it's just not for me.
Yeah.
Whereas champion, I think your champion should have a lot of tenacity and
as a face, he should be fight. If you're a face, you should be fighting every week. You know, like Sammy Guevara.
Or think of Seth Rollins as Intercontinental Champion.
But wasn't he a heel?
No.
Oh no. He was.
No, when he was face.
Oh yes.
When it was still the old shape Intercontinental Champion.
Yes.
Get belt. Yes. It was white strap.
Yes.
So.
Yes.
He should be doing something like that. He's the AEW World Champion. Be a fucking champion and wrestle for it.
Yeah. A bit like what Bryan Danielson said.
Yeah. But the thing is, it's like Bryan Danielson, he's wrestled near enough on every episode. There's only been one or two where he hasn't.
Where he isn't kicking someone's teeth in.
Yeah. Which, you know something, Dan Housen had a good one when he faced Colt Cabana. He'd have been picking his teeth up for him.
He's T-1000.
T-1000. But yeah, fucking absolutely brutal though. Where John Silver, we all know he's a good technically gifted wrestler. He's fucking
Good worker.
He's a fucking phenomenal worker, and he is literally. He needs a gimmick to get out of this.
Dark Order.
Yeah. The Dark Order, see, to me, I think it's only been held together with the fact that Brody Lee passed away.
I'm just wondering. It
now needs a leader.
Yeah, it's now to a point where it's gotten good enough that it's got over, but it's like it's limiting everyone now in that group.
Yeah, and that's what Bryan Danielson was saying. It's like you're all beneath. You're all
me.
It just you're all a joke.
Yeah, which is a shame. But then again, some of the best villains who have the most compelling truth to what they're trying to do. But anyway, that's AEW covered. Can I just speed through ROH quickly?
Very quickly.
Quickly, right. Basically, Jonathan Gresham is the new world champion, beating Jay Lethal because the original champion, Bandito, could not fight for the title because he actually ended up with COVID, unfortunately, before the actual final battle pay-per-view, which would technically. Punk also made an appearance on ROH stating, if this is the end, what a way to go out, but I will be continuing on the tradition of ROH and keeping true, which is, honour, which is absolutely a wonderful message. Then when we had the new tag team champions, the Briscoe brothers, which really you had to deliberately put it on them. On the last one, fine, okay. But then FTR made an appearance and literally started fighting it out with the Briscoe brothers. So the Briscoe brothers could end up making an appearance to AEW to kick their heads in as well. That's what I was referring to earlier. Also, EC3 also turned around and says, yeah, we understand, But then again, any company with a 3-letter name has been letting us down. It's time to control your narrative. If you remember his whole show of Control Your Narrative, and as he did that, he actually got some of the guys from his own show of Control Your Narrative come out, including one very, very tall titan of a man, Adam Shear, formerly known as Braun Strowman.
Me and Adam Shear.
Adam Shear. But you get what I'm saying, don't you? Literally walk out and pummel the fuck out of people. And in all fairness, to me, it looked like, could EC3 be actually using his thingy to fill in that gap of ROH? Almost like he's taken over.
Possibly.
That could be...
EC3's got a very good wrestling brain. As much as he looks like a thick idiot or a jock, he's far from it. He's quite intelligent.
Very. And good writing. And the scary thing about it is, ROH actually allowed him a lot of control in that segment as well. So I'm wondering if that's going to be part of the narrative.
I don't want to see ROH go down, though.
No. I don't think they're going to go down. I think they're making it look like they're going down for EC3 to look like he's taken over with Control Your Narrative. So then when certain money comes back in, ROH retake it back.
Oh, you mean Tony Khan?
Yeah.
That's where the money is coming from, mate. But we can't let ROH go down like that because it's been such a massive platform for indie wrestling. It's been a massive, as much as I don't like it, I'm not 100% keen on indie wrestling because I don't like doing it myself. Yeah. It's not to say that I don't enjoy
There's a niche there.
Watching indie matches. Some indie matches are pretty good, like what was it? Is it Pro Guerrilla Wrestling?
Pro Wrestling Gorilla.
Pro
PWG.
Wrestling Gorilla, yeah. So I enjoyed watching that when you came around that time and showed me some of the Gorilla matches and highlights. Shame there's a nonce on there, but yeah, okay.
Yep.
But you know, it's just a shame. It's just a shame. I don't want to see it go down because I was actually, planning on before it got announced to actually start watching Ring of Honor, see if I can get some of these different people's names in my head, just to see if I can think it. But obviously,
I believe some of the talent is actually coming to the UK.
What?
Some of the talent that is on there is actually from from England as well.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
Well, not England, actually, technically Scottish.
Scottish, UK. You may as well just say British, for God's sake.
I should have just said British. It was slip of the tongue.
Stop it. Anyway, so yeah, Adam Shear turning up. That's obviously going to be a segue into AEW. That is, it's just too easy because I reckon there's been a lot of misconceptions with Adam Shear's release from WWE.
Yeah,
and I reckon he was told that he got to say these things, and I reckon eventually he got pissed off, said his piece, and that's when he decided to part ways with him.
And to be honest with you, he wasn't cheap. But then again, how many guys are as big as him and can wrestle and be over as him? Instead, they're saying, well, they decided to go off him because they've got someone who's taller in Omos or Omas, as Corey Graves keeps calling him.
Yeah, well, Corey Graves is an idiot. This is coming from the same Corey Graves that wants to wrestle again.
Yeah, could be a grave mistake, Corey Graves.
Boo!
Yeah. I know.
So, are you done with Ring of Honor, or are we moving on?
No. That's pretty much everything. I've just covered everything quite swiftly and thoroughly. But genuinely, I hope they aren't closing their doors for the final time.
Yeah, genuinely. Because it would be a tragedy.
It would be. So fingers crossed. It does it does become, it does return, open its doors for the second quarter of 2022.
Yeah, definitely. So anyway, this is a segment now where I need you to be quiet for a couple of minutes.
Be happy to, but can I just point out a few things quickly about British wrestling beforehand?
Quickly.
Right. APW also celebrated their 5-year anniversary last night as well. So congratulations to them.
Congratulations.
I will say some interesting clips I've seen, especially with a unique. I don't know what he wants to call it. Temple Destroyer, Canadian Destroyer, British Destroyer. God damn, what the hell it was.
Okay.
But genuinely, it looked like it was a thoroughly good show. And generally, fingers crossed that, they're able to continue to do more.
Jolly good shows are.
But with that being said, I am now going to be handing over the reins fully over to my colleague right now.
I shall chime you in when I am done. Right. Hashtag speaking out. Something that I believe in. Something that Matt Burns is fully behind. I am fully behind. And a lot of people are fully behind. But what I am not behind is people using hashtag speaking out to further their own career and to present false accusations towards innocent individuals. I'm going to make it very clear. When you are accusing somebody, if it happened you're going to remember all the details. Even the little things. I know this personally. I know. But when you come forward with an allegation and you spread it round like hearsay, Chinese whispers, whatever you want to call it, it's not cool. Let's just put it into perspective that it will not be tolerated, and if anything, you should be treated exactly the same as the individuals that have been found guilty. Because it is innocent until proven guilty, and I will not sit by and allow guilty people accuse innocent people of wrongdoing. It's not fair, it's not right, and you will not get away with it. Certain accusations, such as paedophilia, rape, sexual harassment, gaslighting, grooming, you name it, it all falls under hashtag speaking out. In the wrestling industry, that's what it's there for. But when you purposely go out of your way to make somebody's life a living hell just because of something that happened to you that you didn't like, which had nothing to do with hashtag speaking out, that had nothing to do with hashtag speaking out, then I'm afraid that you are also part of the problem. Get the facts, go to the authorities, because that's where you need to go. The authorities, with your evidence. Not your hearsay, or what you thought happened, the facts. Because when we open the floor on the Burning Truth to people that want to ring in and say to us their thoughts on hashtag speaking out, we always say, if you've got something to say, it has to be factual. Now, the fact is that innocent people, innocent wrestlers, are being accused out there of wrongdoing by individuals that had nothing to happen to them. And I can feel that my colleague wants to jump in, so I'm going to allow him.
I'm just going to point this out as well, just to point this heavily out, to back up my colleague here, is if you've noticed, no names have been given on either side.
Yes, exactly. No names have been given, but I'm not directing this at a specific case.
He's not aiming it at a certain case, any individuals or any groups or anything like that.
But anyway, because nothing like that's been said, I am not defending what I am saying right now, because I don't feel that I have to, because I've not said anything wrong so far.
No, you haven't.
But when individuals are losing bookings because of hearsay and Chinese whispers, then that is wrong. You are effectively costing said individual experience in the ring and earnings.
And reputation.
Not only will their reputation be tarnished for good, but it will be absolutely annihilated. Even if they prove themselves innocent, you will still think in the back of your minds, because this is how fickle people can be, you will still think in the back of your minds of what he may have done, but he's proved himself innocent. So this is to the bookers out there. If you're not booking people because they've had an allegation against them, but it's not been taken to the police, there is no fact, it is only their word against one another, then I'm sorry, you are also part of the problem.
I'm just going to add on to here. Fair enough. It's your choice. It's your show, and you have any right to do with what you're with your choice. If you're choosing to not use that word because of a certain allegation and everything, but like we said, like my colleague has said, if it is just an allegation and there is no actual facts, how do you know? Why is he being? At the same time, if he's being removed, what's happening to the other person who's putting out the accusation? Are you booking them? Because if you are, at the same time, answer me this: what happens when it comes out that the accusation is false? Is that person going to be immediately not booked? Immediately then? Or...
Yeah, because originally you would think that they are not booking said individual because they've had an allegation in against them. But what happens if you book the other person that has said that has accused them of doing wrong, and it turns out that they were the ones that are doing wrong, but you're protecting your you will say that you are protecting your company from said individual that's had an allegation in against them, but you're not protecting your company against a said individual
who's lying,
who is lying and is quite toxic. I could literally go on a tangent about what I am actually talking about, but I won't, because I don't want to give anybody the satisfaction of going, "Oh, you can't fucking say that." Fuck off. I say what the fuck I want, but I ain't going to say it because I'm trying to remain professional. Trying to remain professional. But there are certain things that when I say they don't make sense, it doesn't make fucking sense. Stop spreading your bullshit. If there is no allegation and nobody's done anything wrong, stop pointing the finger, because you're making people's lives hell. If anything, you could end up making somebody's mental health seriously bad. It is not okay. And to be honest, I think as a collective group in wrestling, we should all be looking at said individuals and tarnishing them with the same fucking brush.
That's if it's a false allegation. Without evidence.
Correct. You can't look, I could easily send, this is an example, by the way. I want to say this is hypothetical and it is an example. So say if I went and text a promoter or message them on Facebook, whatever, and I said to the promoter, you can't book such and such a body because such and such a body touched my bum, which comes under hashtag speaking out, by the way.
And sexual harassment.
Or under sexual harassment, whatever. Are you then going to not... This is how easy it could be, because then everybody could have an allegation against them.
Mm-hmm.
So that means nobody would wrestle ever again. And this is my message to the promoters that want to believe, everything they fucking hear and question people that they may have known for years. Think twice about what you say before you act.
Yeah.
Because you could end up burning a lot of bridges and you will be left alone with nobody.
Well, you could be burning a bridge to a friend that it's a lie. Now, if it is the case that it's true, then unfortunately it's a shame that that's come out, and it would be a massive shame. But I'm just going to point this out now. It's very quick for the fingers to be pointed out so quickly, and actions to be taken towards the accused. But the second it is not true, is there any detriment, any way for that person to recover any of their statuses? No. Is an apology going to be given? Highly doubt it.
Is any prison time going to be done about it? No. Is any prosecution going to come of it? No. Why? Because
even though technically it should, it could.
Yeah, even though it should. I mean, don't get me wrong, laws have changed over the last 5 to 10 years, but when there's a false allegation and it's Chinese whispers, it's gone from one person to another, to another, to another, to another, and then when it gets full circle, then it gets wrapped round to that person, and they say, oh yes, it is true, it did happen, when it didn't. And then that person who you're making the allegation against loses out. And not only do they lose out, but the people who care about them lose out too.
Yeah.
But this is why I say that as a wrestling community, every single person that has an allegation, I cannot stress this enough, make sure that you have all the facts, have all the evidence. Do not spread Chinese whispers, because it's very damaging in such a very...
It could end, at the same time, fair enough, for the ones who have got a truth to their allegations, who have been brave enough to come forward, fair enough. We understand it's not an easy thing to do.
Yes, but you need to have evidence, otherwise you're not going to get anywhere.
Let me just point this out, more than anything. And it's very brave. For the ones who are just falsely accusing left, right, and centre for the personal gain or whatever they're doing it for, whatever reason, to just throw out an accusation, false or otherwise, if it's just false, with no evidence, right? Understand this. Just by throwing it out, you are tarnishing. If it gets found out, you will actually end up damaged. The fact that people are talking about the situation, more so by being a lie.
More damage can be done with a lie than it can the truth. It's that simple. Remember the old saying, be careful how many fingers you point, because you'll always have twice as many pointing back.
Yeah. But at the same time, that's not, at the same time, for the ones who are coming forward, that will happen. But if it's the truth, regardless of finger pointing or not, the truth will correct it.
Yeah, it's like, look, just stop defending what we're saying, because at the end of the day, it is what it is. The fact is, if people have come forward and they've managed to actually get solid proof that people have done them wrong, fair enough. If there are people out there that haven't got the evidence because they got rid of it, because they were emotionally traumatized and they just wanted to forget about it at the time, that's fine. And I feel for you, I sympathize for you, but you should have kept it, because that person could now be facing the consequences of their actions. It's that simple. And that for those that are falsely accusing people of doing wrong when they haven't, just because they got a bee in the bonnet over a disagreement or a time that somebody took the mick out of them in light heart or whatever, it doesn't matter. You're part of the problem. Hashtag speaking out is to get the shit out of wrestling. And I'm sorry, but shit it can easily go in two directions.
I believe lying about the situation could fit under it. To get the shit, is part of the shit that needs to get rid of.
It is. It's the toxic behaviour. It's the posturing. It's the lies, the deceit. What are you actually gaining from it? Because I'm not going to lie, I've seen people that have actually gained from their lies, from that they've told. But unfortunately, until I can prove that, I can't shut them down. But believe you and me, there will be a time when I do get to shut you down. And I can't wait. If people don't like me in the wrestling industry because of that, then you are part of the problem, not the solution. If the solution starts with me and Matt Burns, so be it. If not, and it starts with somebody else, even better. But let it be a warning. I don't fire blanks. And I will always manage to find out the truth.
And one thing I will say is, just on the record, and this is off my own, this is me taking this. Anyone who is being falsely accused should
reach out.
Report that you are being falsely accused, because ignore it is not going to be the way.
No, it is not. Ignoring the problem is not going to help. If anything, it will only make it worse, because allegations that have been recorded to the police and allegations that haven't been recorded to the police, either way, they are damaging.
Very much so.
It affects if you can prove that you're innocent, do it.
Please. If you are innocent, don't stand for it.
Now, this is the other part of hashtag speaking out that not a lot of people really speak about, if I'm being honest, and that is the false accusations. So I'm glad that I've actually covered it today, because it really gets on my fucking nerves. And I do feel like Maury out of fucking the hormone monster.
I'm not even going to quote it because I'm not even going to quote it because it's that much of a serious topic.
Yeah, but that is how I feel about it.
Yeah.
It's about time that we got rid of all the toxicity. And I don't give a flying shit if it's minuscule. It needs outing.
We're meant to be helping wrestling as a whole improve. Let's aim for it to be better, because it deserves to be better.
Stop hiding behind fucking invisible, disappearing Facebook groups. Stop hiding behind phantom fucking WhatsApp messages. Stop with your bullshit. If you've got something to say, come out and say it. If you've got the evidence there, say it, hold your head high, and people will be behind you. But if not, shut your fucking mouths, keep your gob shut, don't ever, ever, ever speak a lie about anybody until you can prove otherwise.
The difference is, and for the ones who have got some truth to their accusation but have no evidence, right? You know, as my colleagues pointed out, condolences to you in regards to it, with it, but understand that, you know, that person who you want gone, they will fuck up again, and they will get caught.
Unfortunately, they will fuck up again. Unfortunately, they will be given the chance to fuck up again. And just trust me when I say this, as angry as I am right now, I don't blame people that shut it out of their heads. But people that brazenly go around and just say, "Oh yeah, he did this to me," for example, in a car or something like that, it just. I could easily flip it on its head and say, "Hang on a minute. You tried to do that to me in the car. I kicked you out because I didn't want you doing it."
Or that person was trying to put advances on me when I didn't want it.
They were trying to put advances on me, so now they're lying about it. It swings and roundabouts, guys. Swings and roundabouts. Anything can be flipped on its head. And as for safeguarding, if promoters are just looking to safeguard and look after their business, that's your prerogative. But when you've actually got independent people who are safeguarders that know of the situation and looking for evidence that it's a lie, and they're saying it's still okay to book them on a show, it's still okay to book them on a show. And that's an independent safeguarder.
Yeah.
That has got no bias against either party.
Yeah.
So, all I'm going to say now, and I'm going to stop it on there, but what I am going to say to you, all the Wallies and the Sliths out there, we're coming for you. Eventually, we'll find out who you are and that you're lying. You'll be called out. You'll have more damage to your career than you've done to theirs. So you either come out and say the truth now, or you fucking shut up and piss off. It is that simple. Irvine, out.
There's not much more I could add on to it. There's not much more I could add on to that because there isn't anything else to add on to it. There's nothing more. If there is false accusations and it does come to light, it is a false accusation, then as we have stated, there should be some form of comeuppance towards yourself because your little lie. I'm not even going to say it's a white lie because it's not even a white lie. It's a blatant lie. Has caused damage to somebody else's reputation. And it is so quick. People are so quick to throw out a lie just to damage somebody. For me, and genuinely, when I do say this, if you're a promoter, make sure you've got your safeguarding in check. Make sure you're communicating with, whoever you've got doing the safeguarding for you as well, and make sure you are following guidelines of safeguarding. And as such, if necessary, regardless of if you've got a safeguarding agent or not, look into it yourself as well.
Also, as well, I just thought I'd like to add this last bit, but because, like I say, I want to shut it down after this.
Yeah.
Because I'm starting to get really annoyed.
Yeah.
But the fact of it is, never jump to conclusions. Always keep your head straight. Always be thinking logically, and always ask the right questions. Don't ask the stupid questions, and don't come with the stupid responses. Think about what you're going to say, because you end up burning bridges. So, as far as I'm concerned, we've covered every angle of that topic, almost every angle of that topic. So I think we are now done.
Pretty much, and as such, if you are asking the questions, make sure you're hearing the responses the way they should be heard, not what you want to hear. Make sure you're hearing the actual responses as well.
Yeah.
Make sure. Because pay attention to what is exactly being said, because that is just as important as asking the questions. With that being said, that is all we're going to discuss on the subject, for, right now, and as such, and genuinely, this is a topic that I hope we don't have to come back to. to discuss.
No
But-
doubt we probably will, but at the end of the day, I just want
if this discussion is being heard and people are talking and communicating and talking about it, then at least it's being discussed.
And if anything that really angers you, guess what? Go fuck yourselves.
No, but it might be angering because they might be upset like how you are upset as well.
I meant angry
yeah.
as in the sense that you're angry about the topic and you think I'm talking bollocks.
Or if if they think they're talking about you, is what you're trying to imply or something. But anyway, regardless of it, I'm just going to nip this up now quickly. I'm just going to say that's it. That is the final topic for this week's episode. You know where our website is. You know what we're part of and what links we've got available. And as we said, we don't have any control over external links. If you want to listen to any past episodes, you know where to listen to them. And as such, we are advocates of mental health because, as we've always stated, mental health is damn important. Massively. Right? So if somebody is not feeling themselves, as we have stated, it is okay to be not okay. And asking for help is never a weakness. Reach out. In doing so, you can end up finding out that there's more help for you. And there is people like that. Genuinely. I know people with stories. Hell, even I've got probably even stories when I've had situations where I've not been feeling myself or been feeling down, and I've reached out to a friend. Be it Irvine or somebody else, and they've actually generally helped me out, and brought me out of that situation.
I still don't know why you keep asking me for help, though. I still think you're a prick.
He says this, but heart of gold deep down. Heart of gold deep down. Even though for some unknown reason he keeps asking me to do karate moves for some unknown reason. Don't know why.
No, I don't know why either. Shut up!
But anyway.
It's been a long episode, so we need to wrap it up now.
We are wrapping it up now, so with that being said, I've been Matt Burns.
I have been the teller of truth, James Irvine.
That he has. And ladies and gentlemen, we hope you genuinely do support your local wrestling. And as we are about to state, there most likely will be an episode next week, but it most likely will be pre-recorded.
Yes, because we're getting close to Christmas and we want to go watch wrestling.
And on top of that, we've also got the usual section where we do actually have a small break for the holidays.
Small
break. But with that being said, thank you so much for listening to this episode. We hope you've enjoyed it. And it most likely, even more importantly, giving you something to think about. Until next time, catch you later. Stay safe. Stay well. It has been emotional.
Eat my ass.